clothes, I like always used to dress myself up. It's just like, it's my thing, you know. And I actually strayed from that when I went to post-secondary because I was trying to be like more practical, and I went to university for politics, and then I was going to go to law school, and then I basically graduated from school and was like, I don't want to go to law school and I don't want to work in politics, so I just, you know, started working in retail, and then I started styling, and then I was working with a couple bands, and then I started assisting a buyer like at the store that I'd been working at, and then to be honest with you, that's where I met Natalie, and we both decided that like there was a lot of crap clothing in our price point, like the price point that we make, and we just really wanted to like create something that is, you know, sustainable products, also quality product made from quality fabrics, produced in Canada, and so we just kind of started working from there. And for Natalie, she studied design and art, so she's always known that that was what she wanted to do, and I frankly couldn't do what I'm doing without her because she knows how to create clothing. I don't. Like, I have ideas, but I can't do it. Right. Like, I can't. We have skills that combine to make one good.
And she's also a model, which helps.
Yeah, she used to model. And I really try to design with like with transitional in mind. I mean, obviously not every piece can be, but you never know what you're gonna get. You know, because we do simple pieces, we try to make sure we get the fits just right. So it's simple, but it's good. Very like, you know, normal lifestyles with my partner. So we just need stuff that gets us from point A to point B.
Exactly.
A sustainable light brand. Like, it's important to us to have sustainable fabrics and business practices, but at the same time, like, this spandex velvet is spandex velvet, so it's not, you know, it's like we do what we can, but we're also not going to compromise our aesthetic for that type of thing. I think the bulk of our fabrics are, though. Like, I'm a fashion whore. Like, that's all I do. I read all the blogs, I look at all the shows, I talk about fashion with my friends, over cocktails. So yes, of course I'm inspired by like more modern and simplistic designers like Helmut Lang or Alexander Wang. There's a line called Sophomore out of New York, which is very inspirational for me because she does the same kind of thing that we do, which is just like cool basics, good price point, you know, for like young girls who don't have the same budget that like, you know, someone who wears the Queen would have, for example. Natalie is really interesting. She used to DJ at the Bovine like way back in the day. Did you know that?
Yeah, she told me that today.
So she's like into rock and like indie, and she also loves house and electronic music. For me, I'm same. I love hip hop though too, and like R&B, and then I'm into like electronic music and indie rock and like all over the map. Okay. Like country music sometimes.
Old country or new country?
Old country.
Old country.
I was gonna say
Oh yeah, if I like new country, you guys should all just like walk away and don't talk to me ever again. Well, I have to shout out our retailers, right? Like Lost and Found is a new store on Dundas, and it's, have you guys been? It's so good, right? Yeah. Like and the owner's eye is like such a sweet, lovely person. She has a wonderful eye, and they have a great mix of like Canadian, but they're not Canadian focused. What I love about her is that she carries small labels from all over the world. So she carries Scandinavian brands, Toronto brands, whatever. Also, I really like Rack Boutique in Yorkville. They don't carry us, but they have great stuff. Yeah, and then I like to shop online. Like, I buy a lot of shoes online, and from like Net-a-Porter or Shopwop. I like Holtz for like my high-end fix. And vintage, there's a store on Dundas West called Magwood. She's also a friend of mine, and she has an amazing selection of awesome vintage costume jewelry, really great coats, like awesome sundresses. I used to get made so much fun of in high school, like retarded amounts. I remember I used to wear all vintage, and I'd wear like vintage corduroys and like baggy, like oversized like men's polo shirt, and like people would be like, nice old man clothes, like loser.
Did you used to thrift? Sorry.
I did, and that's where I got them. And they'd be like, where'd you get them? The thrift store? And I'm like, actually I did. Yeah. So I think I understand what that's like, but I say take pleasure in people's negative responses to you because you're different, and that's why they're saying stuff about you, because they're not brave. We sell at several different stores in the city, and we also have our online store. We are sold in Boston, New York, and Vancouver, and Collingwood as well. Lost and Found, BC Clet, Model Citizen, and Homegrown Boutique.